am I going? Oh, looks like I'm on. Okay. Well, in that case, we better get this thing done. Let me make sure I'm getting enough internet. If you just started watching, it doesn't have to take me a second to get going. This is my lunch hour, so I will be eating. Boom, we're good. All right, let's do it. Hello, here we go. Wait. All right, so 35 minutes. We are talking about the historical accuracy of the games versus other stuff kind of set in this era. Ooh. Looks like there's somebody I got to rescue right around here. By the way, I have snuck into a place I'm not supposed to be as the assassin. Cool, I'm trying to let you out, dude. Where are you? This doesn't really look like a prison, so yeah, it's just beautiful. These like grape things. I don't know if this is historically accurate or not. Oh, there's a dude. So this is the prisoner I have to release. All right. Oh, whoops. I think I... let's get at it. Let's not... I guess the thing is, like, why get into an altercation at this point if I don't have to? Let's see if I can get this dude out without doing that. Maybe not. But there's two of them, so I need to get one of them using stealth. All right, topic for today is the historical accuracy of this versus some other pop culture moments, if you will. Ah! They found me. No, I don't think I've seen that fight. I think I'll move. All right, so Assassin's Creed does works really hard at being historically accurate. I think they've got some misses here, but compared to some other stuff that has been produced about kind of the about ancient Egypt as far as pop culture, etc., I think that this has some really solid advantages, and that they like tried a lot harder. So I'm gonna go with like the worst examples I can think of would probably be like there was a oh man, there's a lot of these guys. Hey, what? We can handle anything. Let me hide. Let me out. My family needs me. Is he talking to the soldiers or talking to me? Because if you're talking to me, shut up, dude. All right, so the worst ones would probably be like Gods of Egypt. I didn't see it. Sort of like there was those Titans movies or whatever, like Clash of Titans or whatever. That, by the way, you're seeing that. It's like whether or not these guys are close to these Egyptian soldiers are close to seeing me when you get that little like thing on the screen. You know what? Yeah, something is going on. Is that you? Get me out of here! Wait, quiet! Where are you going? Oh man, I'm not gonna win this. These guys are stronger than me. You see the numbers on them or whatever. Hey, get out of here for a minute. I'm just gonna get killed. Okay, so Clash of the Titans, Gods of Egypt, these like action movies that are just basically for 13-year-old boys have very, very little to next to no historical accuracy. They get accused of, of whitewashing a good bit, and yeah, I would say that's the case. For sure, this is obviously very opposite, but you don't really need actors for this in any way. Obviously, these are just caricatures or whatever. Why did that get in my way? He's dead, right? There we go. I wanted to off him off. Alright, can I just throw him off the side here? Alright, so those, people accuse those movies of being historically... Oh, that worked. Historically inaccurate, but they're supposed to be historically inaccurate. Like, I don't judge a piece of pop culture. I mean, unless it's just really nasty. It has... Can I drop on this dude? So I took somebody out. I got to get him out of the, out of the limelight here. I know, I'm coming back for you. Chill out. All right. Let me drop this dude down. So that would be the first category. It's just like way historically inaccurate. Okay. After that, the ones that try to be historically accurate, I would say this is doing a pretty good job. I mentioned yesterday that this character religiously mentions Zoroastrianism, and that was a religious belief, religious practice, however you want to say it, in Egypt. You notice how I'm disposing of the bodies so that I do not get caught. Lets them know where I'm at if I don't. That's good enough. Nobody's looking down there right now. So that's inaccurate, but the rest of it, they've done a pretty good job. It looks like it's hard to know exactly what the weapons and stuff look like from something that's this old, because you would have to have you can have some sketches and stuff, but that doesn't tell you exactly metals or woods or anything like that were used: swords, spears, shields, stuff like that. Although the Egyptian iconography, however you want to say it, like the pictographs, provide us a lot of information about the buildings, the weapons, the clothing look like right there. Let's take a look. All that stuff. We have a lot more about it, ancient Egyptian stuff than we have about a lot of cultures. However, there's some little stuff here and there. Versus Aladdin, I think it was interesting when people were complaining, talking about the original, kind of, alleged racist leanings of. Okay, get this dude. I'm gonna get him. I just can't find where he's at now. Oh, he's right there. Sorry, buddy. I'll come back for you. So Aladdin, first of all, it was the 90s, and it could have been, it may actually be an old Chinese story. I believe it was like a Dutch writer that claimed, I'm going off memory here, but I think it was a European writer, a French writer, Dutch writer that had claimed that he'd heard the story about the kind of this pauper prince in Arabia and everything. And so as far as the claims of whitewashing it go, how do I keep losing that doorway to get back in there? Is it right? Oh, it's just right there. It's just too obvious. As far as the the whitewashing claims, Aladdin definitely does mix Arabic culture with like the Indian subcontinent culture. Oh, sorry, I talked over the guy. So I gotta find those 4 other priests. I'll let you decide if that's quote unquote racist or not. I would say that it is historically stupid. That even if it's a children's movie, you can do a better job than that. But this idea that Arabic and kind of Indian subcontinent culture don't mix. For Aladdin, like the fact that there's an Arabic culture and then it had the snake charmers and everything like that. That's really kind of the um, trademarks of the Indian subcontinent. I mean, what do you think Afghanistan and Pakistan are? I mean, those are the places where historically, because global trade is very old. I mean, there were Jews from Israel living in India at the time of Christ who were doing trading and stuff, and um, I think we do a disservice to the ancient world thinking that it never these cultures never touched. Like Alexander the Great invaded Afghanistan and lost because Afghanistan is where empires go to die. The graveyard of empires, as it's called. Can I get down there? But why would he have wanted the stuff from Afghanistan unless he knew about it? Like, this idea that like these cultures never crossed. And so I have a little less trouble with Aladdin. I think that they could have done a better job. But again, like, it's a not real place. It draws from various cultures. That's very different than some of the other stuff you saw Disney do, where it's like, okay, like this is really not cool the way you guys handled it. I think there's some scenes in Dumbo and stuff that I don't remember the specifics on, but it's like, whoa, that's really not, that's not cool. That's not held up well. But you also do have to keep kind of a balanced opinion. Oh, I gotta kill this dude. Hang on. Oh man, now he's got a... Why don't I have a spear? Oh, I got a shield instead. That's why I don't have a spear. Oh man, I'm in trouble. If I had to do over again, I would use the, I would have gotten the, that is a block. Okay. No wonder this game's been so hard. I haven't been able to block. I just found the button for it. 24 minutes of lunch hour left. That's great, but I have an untracked quest. I'm in a quest. So I think as far as like, is there any value in watching, these films that definitely have kind of, upon a modern viewing, like a mixed... Oh. You know what? I'm gonna go around and take that dude out because he yelled at me. Whoa, I'm in trouble. Oh man, is there somebody behind me? No. Oh, curved sword. That's really cool. Oh, he's got like a priestly thing on. That's really cool. I'm impressed with that dude. Oh man, I'm in trouble. Get down. I don't mean to be climbing right now. This is where I have to be the assassin of Assassin's Creed and escape. Oh man, is there an out on the ceiling here? Any chance I could like climb to the roof and be okay? Ah, you got me. That guy's cool though with the curved sword. So anyway, you decide how you want to view films like that. I would say that there's a pretty big difference in films that were stupid and films that were intentionally trying to be pretty, intentionally trying to be pretty gross. That's just my take on it. Alright, quests. Let's see what's going on. Let's finish this level 4 thing. I got 22 minutes of lunch left. I can probably get this done. Alright, so I gotta get these prisoners out. And I gotta watch for that dude with the number 5 sword or whatever. The game is really opening up to me here. Somebody was asking, so this is not the most recent Assassin's Creed. And so one of the comments I got yesterday was like, well, why are you playing this one? The simple truth is, honestly, it was on sale for $12. One of the things about being the adulting gamer is you don't pay $60 for full single player games that will be just as fun. Ah, who saw me? Come on, dude. No, you can't. How'd that work out for you? You can take me down, huh? Alright, come on. There we go. Getting a little more used to the combat. The block, dodge, move around. Uh-oh. That was pretty easy to take care of him. So, you know, this game I did not like for the first hour or so, but it seems like it's really been a good upgrade to the Assassin's Creed franchise. I don't think if you're new to gaming, this is a game I would start with. But if you like history, because anything where you have to kind of like work on your character, like build them up, you might be frustrated by. But if you like history, this is a pretty good spot to be at. All right, so that's pretty much what I got going on. I would say if you want to do a pretty dang accurate. Oh, that's the boss. So if I can take the boss out like this. Uh-oh, archer. The thing about being an archer is you should stay away from people because that's going to happen otherwise. I'm not even moving these people. Ooh. Wait, how do I get the heavy blade? I want that. I want to go to there, as Liz Lemon would say. Alright. Is this what I'm supposed to be finding? Oh, there's a captive. There we go. There's 4 of them, no? All right. But yeah, this is even, you know, for me who hadn't played the series in a while, it was a little bit of a frustrating experience. I think it's a lot of one of the barriers to people playing it. A lot of these big AAA titles, like kind of the blockbuster titles, are so advanced that they're really designed for people who have been playing for years. I think that's one of the barriers is you have a lot of people who've been playing for basically their whole lives, like I have been. Oops. The thing about fire is it burns. They're since 2nd or 3rd grade. You know, I will say again, I don't think either one of my parents were thrilled when I really, you know, kind of love the gaming world, but I was a valedictorian in my high school class, high school athlete, college athlete. I think I did okay as far as like not being a screw up in life, and I think that I'm probably more the whatever, you guys do that, I don't even care. I mean, I just have to free the prisoners. I don't even have to kill these guys, but I just want to. Oops, okay, maybe not. That's why spears... so, like, in movies, we always see people fighting with swords or whatever. Historically, a sword was more like a soldier would carry a pistol as a backup in a battle than along with a rifle. Like, it was our main weapon. It was a sidearm. A sword was not a main fighting weapon. Changed a little bit in Europe with the duels and stuff, but if just like your thing in life is to like not die in battle, you're going to be way better off with a spear. Well, and those spears a lot historically were very long, like 12-foot long sometimes. That's a very long spear to be wielding. It also just like a lot of these kind of blunt weapons didn't take a lot of training for your average. Oops. Definitely there are players who are a lot more stealthy than this, but it's hard for me to be stealthy and to be like talking. By the way, I'm going to get through a mission pretty decently. I almost quit this game, seriously. Like... oh man, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna run out of arrows. I'm in trouble. I want that thing, but I can't have it, apparently. So anyway, there are stealthier players, but my whole thing is not necessarily skill. It is getting a chance to have a conversation. Oh, man. I'm just fighting this dude long enough for that guy to get away. Okay, goodbye. Dude, go. I just saved your life. Go do whatever you're going to do. I don't even remember why you're... So this is where I said I need to look up some more plot points here on why these guys are being held. Or why people don't like them. I gotta just hang out for a second. Good time to talk. All right, so the Adulting Gamer is not just a, it's not just a stream. It's not just a blog. It is also a podcast, which I will be recording at 5:30 p.m. with my friend Kevin, who started watching the stream a bit. And okay, it looks like they're a little more chilled out. We're not in the red alert time anymore. Okay, I got 13 minutes. I got to free 2 more priests. All right. And so we are going to be talking about changing careers after 30. Kevin is one of my former students. Oh, I will not, huh? Goodbye. Oh, I did it. Okay. Well, in that case, what do I care about you, dude? I'm an assassin. I'm gonna get away from you. That's like the thing about being an assassin, right? Is like, the point is not to like take on absolutely everybody. Except, why does this guy have a thing above his head? Oops, bye. The verticality of this game is what I think I love the most. Like, just the playing with the different heights, the geographies. It's so much about the world, as even opposed to what you do in the world. Just running around this world, I find so much enjoyment in. So much dang fun. All right, I got 12 minutes. Maybe I can do another little mini mission here. So yeah, my friend Kevin's gonna be on the podcast, and kind of this question of like, Kevin worked in media for a while. That's where what he was majored in when I taught him. And then kind of needed to make a little more cash based on, lack of opportunities there. So we're going to talk about that a bit tonight. I'm somebody that got to where I'm at because I've kind of had the guts to, keep moving, keep changing. Why am I not seeing? I don't see it. Why am I not seeing the next mission or whatever? Come on, Hawk, Senu. Oh, there it goes. So, if you're just joining me, the Hawk comes and sees stuff. This is so, like, not like anybody else who's doing game streaming is doing, like, probably giving the silliest things. Is that actually, Oh, got him. Is that a flamingo? Like, are there flamingos in Egypt? Or were there at one point? Were they native to Egypt? Because that's super interesting. Sorry I killed a flamingo.
You should not be here.
Why can I not find the thing? Maybe I'll do some quick hunting. Or that'd take too long to get out of town. You can unlock these fast travel things in gaming. That's where you can jump around the map faster. I kind of want to go to the blacksmith. I wonder if I can get some additional stuff. On the other hand, if I've only got 10 minutes left, maybe I should just take some dudes out. Okay. Yes, that's great. Thank you for backing up my backup thing. Alright, there we go. So part of how you level up your character is just activity. So although I don't have time to play another full mission in like the next 9 minutes, what I can do is just drop in on some dudes and you know, I don't know. There we go. Okay, well maybe it'll give me the next mission. It's not the, I just gotta take out this dude. It's interesting if you can hear the oh, okay. I mean, if it's a one and done, if I don't die, I can probably get through this. And you notice, you know, your footsteps get lighter as you're bent over like that. 105 meters in. You know, I think this game does a pretty good job. Like, we sort of sometimes view the ancient world as like we view nature. Like there was a whoops. You know, there's this idea like that, like because there's a bear population in Missouri again. So I went to a little thing about that. Okay, that was a bad idea, guys.
Hey, what work together.
I'm in trouble. This was a bad idea. Why did I get on this horse? Why can't I get off the horse? There we go. I think I'm probably dead anyway. We went to, there's this idea that nature is like really cuddly, I guess. I mean, there's just no way I can get out of this. Maybe I can, I don't know. Nope. There's this idea that like nature is like cuddly and bears and, you know, deer live together in the woods and bears don't eat deer. And it's the same thing with ancient civilizations. For the most part, they were pretty brutal. And so this idea that like, oh, well, you know, there used to be this time when things were simpler and people just lived in, you know, tribes or whatever of, you know, they were simple, and it's the modern world that's made us all screwed up and whatever. For the most part, the brutality of, you know, civilizations like this, like the concept of human rights really had not come about, and so it would be a good idea to be born rich. And if you weren't born rich, it would be a good idea to be born exceptionally large and strong. You know, like a head taller than everybody else so you could fight. And if you didn't have that, you just may not have a really long lifespan. Like if you look back at like the, you know, at cultures that had human sacrifice, including ancient Egypt, I mean, they just did not value very much. Okay, I got it. This guy is an evil priest. Can I just shoot him? Okay. So I gotta go buy his corpse now? That's weird. So I gotta get out of combat before I can heal up. Am I out of combat yet? Please? Alright. Can I drop on this dude?
On the outside.
Alright, and so, you know, this is definitely, you know, an era. Why are they protecting the... I guess they just don't want me to have the dead body, huh?
Unstop the blaze.
I'm only gonna be here. You know what? You call reinforcements. I'm only gonna be here for a minute. I can't die. I can't replay this. Cool. You call reinforcements. I'll just bail for a minute. So basically, I gotta get back and I gotta get by that body in the next 4 minutes. And then, like I said, I'm pretty militant about my lunch breaks, about not going over. So just gotta get back and do that. But yeah, I mean, this idea, like, if you watch a movie version of Ancient Egypt or something like that, like, you know, the average person had a very short, brutal life. Hunger was quite common in places like this. You know, the Nile was a little more fertile and stuff, but still food, you know, food shortages were really, really common unless you were super rich. Come on. And so, yeah, this would be one of those times, like, you know, the idea of human rights, the idea that you can't just kill people and take their stuff. It took a while to evolve, you know, and as far as philosophy goes, and I'd say we were definitely better off for the fact that at least now, like, people who kill people and take their stuff, at least they have to justify it in some way. In the ancient world, it would have been much more like, oh, I wanted that thing. You know, and that's the world that this game is set in. You know, the fact that, you know, the pharaohs were buried with servants, you know, and those people died because they thought they were taking their servants with them to the next life or whatever. Well, those people all died of hunger or thirst or whatever, you know, thirst, I guess, in the tomb. And why they couldn't figure that out, I do not know. You know, if I could just drop on this dude, that would be great. Got it. Okay, now I don't have to mess with the rest of these guys. So yeah, that's the world. It's brutal. It's tough. And, oh, did something happen? I'm going to shut up.
You have returned
To right your wrong.
I die my work unfinished. So close, so very close to ushering in the perpetual rule of the strong and virtuous. Virtue! What will give us the power of the gods? What is one boy?
What is one boy?
Ooh. Huge preview in the story. That's going to be it, guys. I'm going to have to cut it there. Let's see where it comes back at. So I assume... Whoa. Okay, fine. We'll go another second here.
Okay.
Hey,
Well, I can try. This way I'll get to.
sure.
so duck and sketty. Well, you know what? I'd rather go hunt with my papa. You always get too scared.
Hey. Hey, hey. Let's go on a real hunt. Huh?
All right.
Come, come.
What are we
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna kind of have to.
Wants the belt of an ibex stag for the ceremony.
All right, I'm gonna have to cut it off here. However, that's a preview. We'll go ahead and pick it up. I don't know if I'll have time to do anything tomorrow. It seems like doing these every day at lunch. Actually, people are tuning in for. But that gives you a preview of just how deep the characters can go. And honestly, as film gets dumber, a lot of times games are getting a lot smarter. So I'll try to pick this up tomorrow. Lunch hour have to be a little shifted tomorrow if I'm going to try to hit it. Thank you so much for checking out the broadcast. Podcast going live about 6 p.m. tonight. Adulting Gamer with Seth Towerherd. If you're going to check me out over there, okay? All right. See you then.